Have you ever struggled to make compost? You know, most compost advice makes composting be more complicated than it needs to be. So people start with good intentions, but they get lost in the ratios, the turning, and the rules that don't really matter so much in a home garden. So they either overthink it or they stop doing it altogether. But composting doesn't have to be that way. There is a much simpler method that works consistently, and you can start using it right away. A good place to start is just understanding the basic setup. So you don't need anything elaborate. A compost pile that is roughly 3 feet high, 3 feet wide, and 3 feet deep is enough to hold moisture and to build a little internal heat so that things break down properly. So it doesn't have to be exact, but if it is much smaller, it tends to dry out too quickly. And if it's too large, it will still work. It's just going to take a lot more time. So as far as containment, you don't need a special bin. A simple pile, a circle of wire, or a basic wooden structure is enough. The goal isn't to make the composting work better, it's just to keep things contained and manageable. Moisture is one of the most important pieces, and it's also where many people kind of run into problems. So a simple way to think about this is your compost should feel like a wrung out sponge, not dripping wet, but not dry and dusty either. So if it gets too wet, you can add more dry materials like leaves, straw, or cardboard. They'll absorb the excess moisture. Now if it's too dry, you can add more fresh material or a little bit of water. So you don't need to monitor this constantly, just check it occasionally and adjust as needed. So once you have those basics in place, everything really comes down to one simple habit. So every time you add something fresh to your pile like kitchen scraps or grass clippings, you cover it with something dry. So that single step does most of the work for you. It helps balance moisture, it prevents odor, and it creates the conditions for everything to break down naturally. So instead of measuring and managing, you're just layering and letting the process take care of itself. So this is where a lot of people start to wonder about turning the pile. So you often hear that you need to turn your compost pile regularly, but in a simple system like this, you don't have to. So if you want your compost to break down faster, you can turn it occasionally, and that will speed things up. But if you leave it alone, it will still break down. It just takes more time. So this is how nature makes compost. Now for many gardeners, especially if you're trying to reduce work, letting it sit and do its thing is often the best approach. How long it takes really depends on how actively you manage it. So if you're turning it weekly and paying close attention to the moisture, you might have finished compost in a few months. And if you're letting it break down more slowly, it may take 6 months to a year. Both approaches work. Slower composting often fits better into a low effort system because it doesn't require much attention. So you'll know if your compost is ready when it no longer looks like the material that you started with. It becomes dark, crumbly, and has an earthy smell. At that point, it's essentially soil and it's ready to go back into your garden. From there, you don't need to overthink how to use it. You can just spread it on your beds, add it around your plants, and let it work its way into the ground over time. What's really happening through all of this is something you don't see directly. You're supporting life in the soil. There's a whole living system underneath the surface, often called the soil food web. And people like Jeff Lowenfels have helped explain how that works in more detail. But in practical terms, it simply means that when you add compost, you're feeding the life, and that life in turn supports your plants. So if composting has ever felt complicated, you can just let go of most of that. Just start with a simple pile. Keep it about as damp as a wrung out sponge, and build the habit of covering fresh material with something dry. You can turn it if you want to speed it up, or just leave it alone and let it take more time. Either way, it will work. So compost is one of those small things that quietly affects everything in your garden, but it's just one part of a larger system. So if you want to see how all the pieces fit together, I put together a free guide called Grow More Food with Less Work, the 8-Step Abundance Garden System. This is where I walk you through the foundation of the system we use here on the farm. And this makes gardening easier, simpler, and more productive. You can find the link in the description below.